Tell us a little bit about your upbringing and just your, some highlights, some things you would love to share with us and our church community about your life.
Well, let me see. I'm so delighted to have you all. When Layla asked if she could do it, I said, it'd be a pleasure. I've never been interviewed before. I said, I've never had I don't have a master's degree, and never had a hole in one. They said that has nothing to do with your longevity.
No.
But I'm one of a family of 10.
Oh boy.
10. My poor mother. My mother died when I was 2 years old, but
wow.
I had all my offsprings kind of raised me.
Okay.
So, and I had a wonderful, wonderful family. And I always attribute family and God because I said my mother died when I was, like I said, when I was 2. Okay. She was 42 when she passed away.
Oh wow.
So, and here she was with a baby. So I think she made a promise to God, or the God made a promise to her, take care of my little ones, meaning me and the rest of the siblings. So I always think about that, and I thought he really kept his promise, because I'm 93, so that's a proof of the pudding, right?
Mm-hmm. What are some of the things that keep you going, keep you moving, that keep you doing the things you can do?
Well, my neighbors, I have wonderful, wonderful neighbors. They come over and see me every day. They bring me food. They bring in my paper. They take out my garbage can. They come and take care of me.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
So anyway, and then I always loved flowers, a garden.
Oh, wonderful.
And then I played golf, but I've always been active and done a lot of exercise. I used to go 3 times a week. I'm in good shape.
That sounds fantastic.
I do. I get up every morning and make my bed and do the dishes because I said I don't want to go to a nursing home. But I don't want somebody coming in and said, "Oh my gosh, our house is a mess. She didn't make the bed. I'd have dirty dishes in the sink." So I said, "I'm going to prove them wrong." I do that. And I love hummingbirds because I think they're coming soon.
Okay.
The end of March or 1st of April.
Yeah.
So I love birds, and that's why I had Susanna put that bird feeder up there, so I get lots of bluebirds and cardinals and towhees and.
After I was here.
And Susanna comes over every day to put the seeds in there. But
is there anything that you did either in your life or even now when it comes to your diet that keeps you going or that you think is important?
I used to eat a lot meat, and so now I try to eat less meat, especially red meat.
Okay.
Red meat. But I do eat a lot of vegetables and fruit.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. It has a lot to do with my diet. What everybody said, what do you do for protein? I said, well, beans and everything. Everything.
Walnuts, nuts.
Hard-boiled eggs. I'll have a hard-boiled egg.
Eggs, yeah.
Absolutely. Fish?
Fish. A lot of fish.
A lot of fish.
Do. I said I'm in good shape for the shape I'm in. But
Betty Jane, share with us what you feel is the biggest attribute to your longevity and your pep and all you do today.
Well, I think your inheritance is a big part of it, what you inherit as a person. But the biggest thing for me is I'm not a worrier, and I have never been, and I don't intend to start now. So if you don't worry about things, then it kind of shows, I think. I grew up in the country, not on a farm, but in the country. And there were a row of 5 houses, and Bill lived in one of them, and I lived in one on the end. I told my mother when I was 4 I was going to marry him when I grew up. She thought it was funny at that time. She didn't think it was so funny later on. I don't have anything to worry about, really.
Well,
My daughter lives here, and she takes care of a lot of my business, and if I need to go to a doctor for something, she wants to go along so she knows what's what, and I really don't have any worries, so
You also mentioned that whenever you did have an illness or something that happened, that you bounced back very
yes, I
quickly.
do. I heal quickly, and yes, I do.
Well-
I had double knee surgery. I had
Oh.
both my knees replaced at the same time,
Wow.
and I missed 2 Sundays of church. And I think you realize when you get older what's really important.
Isn't that
Yeah,
the
I mean, I
truth?
was president of this and president of that, and those were great things, but they didn't fulfill you.
Isn't
But if
that-
I hadn't had that foundation, it probably wouldn't have.
In about another month and a half, I'll be 101.
Oh
Oh!
my God, June.
Well, I have chats with God every day. And He won't tell me why I'm still here, but anyway, I just say, please let me know when you're really getting serious.
Wow.
I think another reason I've lasted this long is I discovered natural things,
Mm-hmm.
and so I make sure my food is in that category, and I don't take all these pills they want you to. I think you can wind up sick from all that.
I think you're right.
All my life, had a nice balanced diet. And when I was growing up, we believed in daily exercise.
Mm-hmm.
So I got in, a good amount of exercise my whole life.
Yeah.
And then as I got older, I got interested in natural foods and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
So I always chose a doctor who wasn't heavy on pills and things because I don't want to take them. Except that I sang in the choir for almost 20 years, I guess.
That's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that. Love it. I used to love to travel too, did a lot of traveling. And I think when you keep your interests up, it keeps your health up too.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I had just fallen in love with Paris,
Mm-hmm.
and I decided I wanted to stay for a while. So I walked into the embassy, and the Marshall Plan had just started.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Were you familiar with that?
A little bit, yes.
Okay. And so the embassy was extremely busy.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked in speaking English, of course, and they said, "Oh, would you like a job?"
Oh, wow.
And I said, "Well, okay." And I wound up working for the ambassador's economic advisor. Oh, I wound up with U.S. News and World Report.
Oh, my goodness. Wonderful.
And it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
What advice would you give
to women of the chapel for living long or being strong in their faith?
I would say be a participant. I mean, just don't sit on the sidelines. Because I think you grow the more you participate in a variety of things. Oh, it's just like I love the chapel. I just love it. But I'm wondering if I would love it as much as I do if I hadn't participated
Right.
in the choir.
I had a lovely life, had a wonderful life, really. Wonderful husband. So I can't say anything bad about my life. And it was just as happy as it could be.
Oh.
Of course, I was exercising all the time. I was busy as a bee. I'm sitting here in this chair like a lump of lead, but I was young, I was busy, I was all over the place. Well, I would say faith is the most important, but you can't push that into anybody, I'm sorry to say. But there are some people that can do it beautifully. And I'll tell you too, Ken, it's Vicky, darling Pastor Ashley. Yes, they too, those two are the inspiration to anybody. If they're not, there's something wrong with them. Because you can't not be faithful when you know those two. They just bring it right into you. And it's such an important part of my life. It has always been. It doesn't bind me. You know, religion can bind some people. Well, it didn't bind me. It just gave me an expansion. And I was always so grateful for the village chapel when I joined it. Oh, I think the village chapel has done so much for me. It really has. My family came to this country in 1654.
From where?
England.
England.
Came
Oh.
from England.
One last question for you.
Yeah.
How would you like to be remembered?
Oh, God. I would like just as me. Just as me.